And welcome along and welcome back to Marwell Manor Farm. Today we're heading up shop. We're starting off up at the shop because we have got quite a huge laundry list of stuff to do today. The chief among it is, if I bring up the map here, you'll see that A field 18 is almost ready to harvest, and B, it's absolutely full of weeds, and if we take the weeds off, it needs a whole load of fertilization. So those are the two things that we need to do in field 18. As you can see, our 8340 is currently doing some seeding on the upper half of field 18, and then field 19, this section here, we need to get to work on that as well. We've got to row that up and ready for baling next time. So yeah, lots and lots of work to do. Now what we're doing here today is we've come into the shop because we need a sprayer in order to do our herbicide spraying. Our best bet is the Mega 220. I think that's going to be great for us. It's £35,000 though, so we need to go back in here, and we've already got 3,000, so I'm going to add about 40,000 in. 6, 7, 8. There we go. 40,000 in, and then we should be able to not only buy ourselves a new sprayer, and we're going to be using this a lot. That's why we're not leasing it. But also, if we pop into the pallets here, we can buy ourselves a tank of herbicide as well. Now this should be enough to cover the lower half of field 18, so that will be good. The other thing I want to buy while I'm here, and I want to swap round, is in the weights. I've got a New Holland weight, an 1800. If I go into the garage, the weight that we have on it at the moment is a 1000. So this actually is a bigger weight, and I think will do us some good. So we're going to put that on the front of our T5. I think that will look a lot better as well anyway. So let's go jump back in our T6, not our T5. And we'll turn this round and head back down. Now this is, we've been quite heavy on the use of this T6 so far, and you can see by the amount of fuel that we have left. So at some point, is that a fuel station there? We might fill up here as well. That looks like a fuel station. No, it isn't. It's just a bit of window dressing. It must be empty. So we're also going to sell off the weight that we have on the front here already. So we'll drop that off here, and we'll come back and sell that in a minute. Here is our new front weight. So this new front weight is a little bit heavier, but looks an awful lot better. That is looking fantastic on the front of this. A proper New Holland weight, which means we now have proper weights on all of our stuff. Right, there's that, and let's refill that. And while that's refilling, we'll head over here. Now let's see how much it's going to cost me to repair this, because I know, so it's almost completely busted. Repair cost would be set. Oh yeah, let's repair it, and we can sell it for, yeah, we can sell it for more money. Not a huge amount more, but more than we just spent on getting it repaired, so that's good. And there we go, we're all nice and full here. So I'm going to get this up to field 18, and what we're going to do is we're going to get this set up so that it's on course play, so that we can then get onto our 7740 and seeing what we can do to row up our hay. So I'll see you up there. Right, here we are up at field 18, lower 18, and we're just going to pull into here a little bit, unfold this so that we can get these above our crop. We don't really want it yet. You see it pushing it out of the way, so let's get that out of the crop. There we go. Lift it up a bit so that it's just a little bit above the crop. And then let's get course play working. So we are up on field 18. Nope, we're up on field. So it's 24 is what we've designated for lower 18. Starting location is current vehicle position. We want it to go round first and then do the field itself. And yeah, so that should do us nicely. Let's see what that looks like as a course. That's pretty good. That's absolutely perfect. So if I come out, you can see our start point is there. So we'll get ourselves next to our start point. Like this. We'll take the course off because we don't need to be viewing that. Set it to first waypoint and away we go. We are in forward and off it goes. There we go. So that will deal with the herbicide for this. As you can see, our 8340 is need of a refill. So let's pop across to that. There we go. And we will stop that. So this actually does not have that far to go. But we do have our next field to do. So we're going to be doing canola with this tractor next. In field 15. So yeah, it's kind of all go today. It's a really, really busy kind of day. Let's get our front thing open. There we go. And we'll bring it down here, and we're gonna try and put as much of 2 bags worth in as we can. There we are. We brought our Manitou back from the shop, which is where we left it last time. Jump in. I wonder if I should be able to pick 2 bags up at once, but they seem to be at very weird angles. Right, there we go. Oh, no. I had it and it reversed out. There we go. Let's get the second one. There we are. They don't slide down it, which is interesting. But if I do this, I can get to the same point. There we go. Right, so we're gonna get these over our seed tank. Well, it's only emptying from one at the moment. There we go, emptying from both. And that fills up nicely. And we'll leave these on here because we're going to need that later. Although we actually need to pop down to the shop in a bit and get some more supplies. So we'll put these carefully down. They should easily be able to be picked up again if we need to today. But I'm happy with that. So let's get our New Holland back to the field and get that going again. So the next thing we've got is after this we need to go and define a surrounding course, a setup course for Field 19 for the western side of Field 19. It's not going to be what we have as the final version of Field 19 because I'm actually going to define that slightly differently, and we're going to get the roller on that in a couple of episodes time. But for the moment, it's very much so down and down and strike course. There we go. It's very much we need to. It missed a bit there. I had to patch that up in a bit. Right. So I'll show you what I mean. We need to go round our fields and define this first, and then we need to pop down to the shop and get our next bit. So before I pop down to the shop, what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive the edge of this field, get this all set up, and then we will be sorted. So bring up our course play menu, start course play recording, and away we go. So this is going to be a one-off. We don't need to do much beyond this. We're going to be using the course we eventually generate twice, but yeah, for 2 different jobs, and then we're actually, to be perfectly honest, just going to get rid of it. And you'll see why in a minute, because coming up the side here, we have, it suddenly kicks out, and I actually want the field to kind of go straight across at this point. This is where we're going to do our divide. So our divide actually is the full width of what we have here. So that's why I'm not looking to keep this course, because part of it will involve this, and we'll be able to define these fields as well. We'll be able to define this properly. But this certainly will allow us to get all of this road, and getting this road will be really useful and really good. Proper blue smoke coming out of this at the moment because we're going full pelt in it. That's quite a nice thing about these, about the enhanced vehicle mod that's doing that. Is most of the time it blows out white smoke unless you put the tractor under a lot of pressure, and then the older stuff throws out a whole load of blue smoke, a whole load of unburnt diesel. Right, so here we go, and we will stop it there. That is close enough. We will save this course. So field 19, and we are west. Save that. And we can now close that because we're not going to generate our course quite yet. And we'll head down the shop now because we need to go and buy another new piece of equipment. So I shall see you down there. We're back at the shop now, and yeah, just going to head up the top. And I said the new piece of equipment we're going to buy, we're not actually going to buy it, we're going to lease it. We actually have enough money without borrowing any more money to do that as well. Because what we need is, for our grass work, we need a windrower. So there are windrowers. So we're looking at the Kuhn GA9531. The reason we're looking at that is because it's 110 horsepower for the Lely Hibiscus. And the Merge Max requires 140. So this we can run with the 7740. To rent it is 1,530. So that's absolutely perfect. So we're going to lease this. And this then puts us in a great position. As I said, with all of the grass equipment we have, we're not using it that much. We're not being... We're not needing to use it that much, so we're just leasing all of it. We're going to be doing grass every so often. We're not really looking to do much hay stuff or anything like that. Silage we're eventually looking to do. We're looking to do corn for silage, so yeah, we don't need to do the grass for silage either. It's just yeah, it's just really hay for the cows and horses when we get them. And we can feed the horses with it straight off. So let's get this back to the farm, and let's get a new horseplay course set up on the western side of field 19. So here we are back at field 19 and back at the western side of the field here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this off. Well, I'm going to try and get this to finish at this point, actually. So we want to load up our saved course. So field 19 west. There we go. And using this course, what we're going to do is... so this is field work. We're going to do this. Currently no course. Starting location is where we are. Headland we're going to do 2 of. We wanted to do the main body of the field first, and we want it to come back around the other way because we want it to finish coming this way at us. So let's generate that course and see what that looks like. Now I kind of want it to go. You see, that's up and down the field. Our bales are actually going to roll quite a bit that way. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to load up the field 19 west course again. I'm then going to use that, and then I'm going to put us going the other way around the field, so we end up looking at the entrance and see how that generates. Similarly generates as I was expecting. So, to be perfectly honest, I think I'm going to go back to the original way. It leaves us finishing quite well. So, field 19 west, there we go. And other way round, generate. And there we go. So that will finish in this corner. It will start over this side. We will just have to deal with the rolling bales. With what we have planned, it shouldn't be a massive problem. Right, unfold my my piece of equipment. Our 8340 is finished. Perfect timing for that. Drop it down. Start at first waypoint, drive course. Right, so that will get Windrowing now, which is perfect. So we'll leave that to do that and head over to this. So we'll stop this. I do want to go and get, there's a tiny little bit, that tiny little bit that it missed, the course play mucked up on. I want to sort that out. We've actually, I don't know if you noticed, but we're actually running on 1 times at the moment. This is because of the growth state. Oh, our front bit is still down. Let's lift that up. Just make it easier for us to turn. Our growth, we've slowed our growth state down, growth speed down, and we've also slowed the time down. This is purely so that we can get this, so that we can get field 15 or 18 lower sorted. Otherwise, we were in a real danger of finding ourselves with a crop that wasn't finished and wasn't completely done. Right, so this equipment, the tractor and the additional tank and the sower actually all need repairing. So we're going to use a new mod for this. We're going to get our shed together, and we have the tabbing mod for this. So let's see how this works, shall we? In here, so if I press tab, we can tab through the various pieces of equipment and repair them all in here. That is a fantastic mod. I love that. Right, the other thing we need to do is we need to customize our tractor. We need to put the narrow tires on it for our next thing. So customize that. Now that'll be interesting as to what that does. It did drop everything off. I wondered if it would do that. So we'll reconnect everything, start it up and back out. So the reason why we've put these tyres on is because we're not immediately going to switch to the canola and get that doing. We need to actually fertilise the field that we've just done. And as we got everything doing, everything working at the moment, let's just back this out over here. What we can do is we can connect this up to our fertilizer spreader, and we can go and do that job quickly. We won't need to use courseplay for this because everything is working nicely. So we can head over to the field and get this job done ourselves, which makes a little bit of a change for what we're doing today, where we've been so busy that we've had to sort of get things done ourselves. So we'll do the headlands first, and then once we've done the headlands, we'll start going across the field. So I'm gonna unfold that, turn it on, and away we go. Now, the nice thing about this fertilizer spreader is it has a really big reach, so it's not going to take us too long at all to get this job done. Our fertilizer spreader is actually could itself do with some repairs. I don't know though what effect doing repairs on it will have to the fertilizer we have in here. So we might have to empty that. We're going to be using fertilizer sooner than we're going to be using lime again. Although field 19, where we're going to be field 19 east, we are going to need to do some work with. So there is that. But right, so yeah, I'm gonna get this spread, get the fertilizer all on this field, and we will see where we are from there. Our herbicide sprayer is doing well. We will actually want to go and get the herbicide from the shop, so we'll go and do that in a moment as well. But for now, I'm just gonna get this sorted, and then we'll have a look at the next job. Right, so there we go. That is the field done and dusted, and we need to get this back down. Our blue power is out of herbicide, so we need to go and sort that out. We need to pop down to the shop and refill that. I'm half tempted. Whoa, nope, I've gone the wrong way. Around this circle. So we'll take this, and we actually need to park this. No, actually, I'm gonna wait until I've fertilized field 15 before I repair this. It's only at 47%, so that's not a huge problem. Let's get this parked up, and what I want to do is get this parked up and get the wheels changed and get it over to field 15. So we'll get that sorted now. So I've switched wheels now, and I've got the drill reattached, so we can get this started and get this going. So I'm going to come on at this point here. This is where I want it to finish. What we want to do is we're going seeding. We want field 15. We want where we are. We want I think. 4 headlands should do us. We want to do the field first, and we want it to come back and end up here. Oh, and we want simple islands. Let's have a look. Now, do I have a... Oh, I do actually have field 15 seeding. Right, let's cancel our current course and load the field 15 seeding. Fantastic. Right, so that should end roughly where we are. Yeah. I didn't realise I had already defined that course. Now, it starts over here. So that is absolutely perfect. I do like the look of this 8340. I prefer the Ford version. But it's quite nice having the different roofs, actually, that sort of differentiate the two. So... that down. First waypoint. Drive course. We've got canola. Fantastic. Right. So that is now to work on there. Let's head over to this. Remember where we are in the field. And stop driver. And we want to get out of the field and head up to the shop with this. And we'll get the rest of the herbicide for there. We're going to have to buy some more as well, I think. Right, so off we come. Fold that up, and that way we're not catching any of the crop in it. Nice thing about the space between these trees, actually, is that it is enough to drive between. And we're eventually going to add some bushes and things down here. But I think it would make more realism sense if the bushes sort of appeared slowly as the rest of the stuff does. I'm half tempted to plant the rest of the trees that I've got in the break that I'm going to put in field 19. I'm actually really tempted to do that. I think that would be that'd be a great thing to do and a great way to work that. And possibly even a road down the side. I think might be good. We are getting an awful lot done today. It's a really, really busy day on the farm. Whereas next time is, with most of this stuff done, we're going to be sort of sitting back and getting other bits done. We're going to have to do some herbicide spreading. Although we may end up using the 7740 for that job next time. And use this on the baler. I'm not sure because we haven't used... I don't think we've used this T6 as a focus very much. And the same goes actually with the 8340. So all the way up here, and round it comes. Now this should be just enough to do the whole field, I think. We are going to need more, of course, because we've got other fields to do. But I'm going to bring the Manitou up here. So we're at 36%. So I'm going to bring the Manitou up here and load that up with some supplies. I think we need a few tanks of liquid fertilizer as well, which is something we're going to be doing. Actually, no, that's what we need to do with either this or the 7740 next time. Is get some fertilizing done. Again, lower 18 is the field that needs fertilizing. Upper 18 then will probably need, if it goes up a growth stage, we'll probably need some herbicide at that point. And almost certainly we'll need some fertilizing as well to finish it off. So it's basically, there's an awful lot to do. It's an incredible amount that there is to do around the farm. There we go. I still need to flatten this road out. This is still a little bit too steep and needs a bit of road, a bit of work. But I do like it. I do like this nice little addition to the farm. Right, so we're going to pull up to the side of the field here and unfold these. There we go. See, again, it's too low, so up it goes. Drive along here and then go across. Yeah, it stops over there. Where is our current? There we go. Across the field, and yeah, not the most realistic ways to get across the field. And there we go. So let's stand back a little bit. Current waypoint, drive course. And there we go. It's picked it up perfectly. So, yeah, we'll leave that doing this. That is doing this. This is currently doing the headlands and doing a bang-up job. What we do need to do is I think we need to save this course. Yeah. So F19 West Windrowing. Perfect. So that is doing that, and I'm going to take the Manitou down the shop at this point. So we want this, and we want our flatbed now. I think our flatbed is over the other side. Over this way. Yeah, there it is. I'm half tempted to take the ladders off this, because we don't need them, but we'll be all right with them on here. So we need at least another 2 things of herbicide, and we need probably 4 things of fertilizer. So that is, we're going to need about 20,000 to do that. We are getting closer and closer to that limit. The fortunate thing is we have nothing more to buy equipment-wise at the moment. We will need a planter in a bit. So there is that. But I'm going to head down to the shop and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more down there. Okay, down at the shop now, and we're just going to drop our trailer off here before we head up to the shop itself. There we go. And as I said, we need... so we know that 2 more things of herbicide is going to cost us 5,000. We know that... and we know that the fertilizer is about 3,500, so 7... Another 14,000, so yeah, it's going to be about 19,000. So let's jump out of here and go and have a look in Right, we also need a bale spike. No, not a bale spike. A pair of pallet forks. So the pallet forks are 1,200. So yeah, we're gonna need. Then we're gonna need about about 20,000. So let's get that sorted. Force it. Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 20,000 left. It's a good thing we're getting very, very near to being able to get some money in from crops. We do have crops in storage as well, of course. So 2,800. Actually, that's slightly better than I'd budgeted for. So we want 2 of these herbicide tanks. Yes, okay, and yes, okay. And we want 4 of these fertilizer tanks. So, yes, 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 and yes. And then one more thing, we need telehandlers, we need the Magicite pallet forks. So buy those as well. And there we go. So that is actually pretty good. I'm really pleased with that. We are within our budget, within our setup budget for this whole thing. We have almost got everything we want. Our harvest is very much going to be all about raising money in order to get our animals started. So however much we get off the harvest, that is going to define what our animal setup is going to be going forwards. But I'm quite excited. We are in a really good place with this. Doing the cows is going to cost us more than doing the horses. The horses would actually be a lower cost overall. Yeah, there we go. So that would be good. And yeah, with any luck, this will all just very nicely work out. There we go. That's the first one. So I'm going to get these loaded up and back to the farm. Next time we will be on field 19 for the most part. We've got a little bit of a challenge in that we're going to go chasing bales. So I hope to see you then for that. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.